This is The Thought Line, a space for conversations that connects the dots. And hi, I'm Ladix, your host. Here, we don't just talk, we think, we explore the moments, the questions, and the perspectives that shapes the way we see the world and ourselves. And here today, we're going to be connecting the dots with the one and only Dr. Novo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, someone.
Hey, Judge.
Galpila.
And I must say, you look stunning. You look really good.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Clockheads.
Are we?
Do that clockhead kanje.
Yeah. So today we're going to be exploring finding perspective in chaos. And even before we go on, can I just ask, I'm curious, what does chaos look like in your life?
Oh, okay. For me, chaos looks like being at work sometimes for 24 hours or more. It looks like coming back from work to being a mother. It looks like juggling being a sister, a friend, always being there for other people, but also not neglecting myself in the process.
Oh, that sounds a lot, man. How do you even handle it? How do you handle that?
Someone once said, good team, do something that you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I think my work or the type of career that I chose, it's very demanding. But because I'm doing something that I love, something that I believe in, something that for me, it feels like a calling. So as much as, it's challenging, it's chaotic, I'm required to give 100% of myself in every role that I play. But because I'm doing something that I love, so it doesn't become too much of a burden, I'm able to just, do everything at the time where I'm supposed to do it and actually maybe excel when I'm doing it.
Wow, you're doing great. See you there. It actually said you're doing great so far. I must say, I commend you. You're doing very well.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so you've mentioned all this enormous work that you do, and you're doing so great. You're excelling in them. So, for a perspective view, do you think chaos is always negative?
Definitely not. I don't think it's always negative. Sometimes you need something to push you, not in the right direction, but just to push you to maybe put a little bit of effort. Because I think if you always just relaxed and there's nothing challenging you, you might just ungaboni nawe how powerful you are or how capable you are of doing something. So it's not always negative. Sometimes you idinga leyo nto just push you to the right direction and just remind you now, but you know what, you can do this, you're able to do it.
True. Amazing. Like taking that energy again, looking back and be like, yeah, I've got this under control. That's amazing point of view. Okay, so taking that now, has there ever been a moment in your life whereby you feel like, things are actually spiraling out of control here, where you're like, oof, okay, things are going down. How do I go from here? Has there ever been a moment like that in your life?
I've had moments like that, probably more than one. I think those moments mostly come in the middle of the night where I've been at work maybe for more than 12 hours. And then I feel like, Lord, why did I choose this career? People are sleeping, people are enjoying time with their families.
I know,
and
right?
I'm here just feeling tired, and there's people whose lives literally depend on me at that moment. And sometimes you break down and cry. Sometimes you wake up and think, I think I'm going to find another career. You wake up and think, out of all the careers that were there, I chose this job. But I think it's special that after all those thoughts, after all that chaos in your mind, the following morning or when I leave work and I'm thinking, should I choose another career? I'm like, no, I'd still choose medicine again. So you have those moments, but you have moments sometimes where you think like, I'm so young. Why did maybe I start a family so early? But when you look again, you're like, everything happens for a reason. And I believe ukuthi yonke into yenzeka ngesikhathi ekumele yenzeke ngaso. So it's never too late and it's never too early. Even if sometimes you feel like something happened too early, but there's a reason why isuke yenzekile at that time. And you just need to find the reason and just appreciate it or learn from that at that time.
All right. So would you say now that during those very chaotic time, the way you find your balance in them is just by taking moment out, that is, you step out and re-strategize? Or can you just give us like a little rundown on how do you handle those moments to keep life in balance?
Let me, if I could share just a bit, take a few steps back.
Yes, please. We all here.
So I became part of the statistics in South Africa at some point in my life because I became a teenage mother.
Oh, yeah?
I was in high school going to varsity. Lord knows that was not part of the plan. In between high school and varsity, I'm going to become a mother. So I think one of the most chaotic phases of my life was then. But like you said, I had to take a step back, go back to the drawing board and Thandeka, this was not part of the plan.
Yes.
But then what do we do then? Because, I've come across this stumbling block. Do I just give up, don't go to medical school the following year? Do I just, accept Huti, maybe my plans have been disturbed and accept the defeats? But at that moment, I literally had to sit down with myself, have that conversation with yes, this was not part of the plan, but we can move forward from here. So I think for me, I'm one person who's always very optimistic and very hopeful, even in situations where there's no hope. But I am that one person who's going to literally see the light at the end of the tunnel, even when there's no crack for that light to shine.
Yes.
But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. It's going to be okay. It's going to change. It's things I have to tell myself, to calm myself down, to keep on believing, keep on being hopeful. Because I honestly believe without hope, life would be just, something else that I don't even want to imagine.
Yes. Wow. Thank you so much for that experience. Wow. That's something else to look at. Hey, for you to have come out such a star like this, you're doing so well, you're up there. Thank you so much for sharing that. This actually brought me to a point whereby in life, we tend to underrate women power, right? Because women are so strong. We men always try to project this thing of we the strong. But if you compare to what women go through in life, there's so much to talk about there.
It's in Bogodo,
Yeah.
Okay, some of us are eggs, as one of my rocks.
Oh, yeah. So what would you classify yourself then?
I think I'm an egg or a rock. In between, a bit of both.
Okay.
I'm fragile, but if I have to be strong, I know that was to be strong, but also like. Ngiyafuna ukuphathiswa kweqanda.
Yabona. So indoda yakho masikhona nje you there. Okay. All right. Moving forward again. So there's this thing here. People tend to get overwhelmed unnecessarily, or should I put it unnecessarily or say some people tend to get overwhelmed sometimes under some certain situations.
Sure.
Right. So what would you say they should have done differently, to handle the situation? When I say get overwhelmed, it can be in a positive way and it can also be in a negative way.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, they get overwhelmed and then they misinterpret the situation and then they start handling things differently. Some people will handle it very well, and some people will take it they start taking drastic procedures and start taking drastic actions, which they tend to regret later. How would you advise someone to handle when they are in an overwhelmed situation?
Kuna, there's this, I don't know if it's a joke or it's something, sometimes we always write about it. When we apply for a job, we always say, I work well under pressure.
Oh, yes.
You know, 'cause it's something I think you always believe, Uguti, if you're able to work well under pressure, your employer is going to see you as someone who's valuable in the company, you know, so we almost always say that. And I think at some point we end up telling that to ourselves, Uguti, I cope well under pressure, you know. But sometimes you just need to be true to yourself. One, some of the stressful situations that we go through, we bring them upon ourselves by putting pressure on ourselves, by looking at other people, how they do things, and then competition is good, don't get me wrong.
Yes, correct.
You can always use Uthande as a reference. So, you know, if Uthande did it, I'm also going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
Exactly. But you don't, sometimes you don't know I'm up behind the scenes that I went through.
True.
Uzobona just what I'm showing to the public. And then was told us, so you pressure, you're feeling overwhelmed because you're like, I can't do what Uthande I did, or what did she do differently? So I think the advice that I can give is, be gentle to yourself. As much as, yes, we all want to achieve good things, great results, but know your limits.
Know your limits.
Exactly. Just know your limits and ungazifakeli pressure unnecessary. Yes, it's good to dream big. It's good to aspire to do something great, but take those little steps ukuthi wenze leyo nto great. Ungacabanga ukuthi every great thing needs you to take big steps. Even the small steps, they do matter.
Oh, exactly. Small steps in life does matters, because even it's said that a river is not built in a day, little drops make a mighty ocean. So yeah, you build little by little.
Definitely.
And also mentioning, like, looking at Dr. Thandeka here, you must have heard from her resume when she came in, like she's got like a couple of things she's juggling at the same time. And you still meet her, you get that beautiful smile, that beautiful look. You never caught her slacking. You know, like, I went to her page and I'm like, yeah, there's not much there, but I could see from the stories, because yeah, she did her birthday. She had a birthday just recently. And from what I saw from the page, I can see what people have to say about her. So she's done this so well that I had to have her on this show here. Literally, I had to. And I'm so honored to have her here. Actually, before we go, we have a game we play here, right?
Oh,
so
gosh,
it's a small game. It's not, there's no right or wrong answers. It's just perspective and thought, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So we call it the thought bowl. Right.
Okay.
So we've got a small bowl for you. You just pick a question, and then from your perspective, you share your thoughts, and then we reason together from there, and then we take it up there. Can you please pass me the bowl, please? Thank you so much. And yeah, so here we've got like few questions for you. So
I have to answer all of them.
No.
Okay.
We only doing like, let's say, I like your response so far. It's doing so great.
Okay.
So we want to know more about you. So,
Lord.
but you will see though, they're very, very simple questions. So there you go. The first
There's even colors. Should I choose
She's a
red,
favorite
green,
color.
blue?
Yeah, you mix it together. Mix it.
Okay, let me choose the green one.
The green one. Yeah, that one is staring at you.
Oh, okay. Now you're gonna make me cry. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cry.
Okay. Take a breather.
Okay. Who quietly influenced my life the most?
Oof. Okay. I can't wait to hear that.
Okay, I don't have to think a lot to answer this question. I always say, or just thinking about this question now, it's my mom, my late mom.
A woman again.
Yeah, a woman again. I always say, if I could be half the lady that my mom was, I think I'd be proud of myself. So, little background, I grew up in a big family.
Okay.
Big family. I'm the 7th of 8 children.
Wow.
Besides those 8 children, there were cousins also in the family. So growing up, there was always just a lot of that at home. Yes, big family. My mom was there. My dad was there. But I don't know how to say this in English. But Uma didn't talk much. She did things that, you know, I would see how she interacts with everyone in the community, with whether it's young people, old elderly people, people she didn't know even from above of soap. You know, she didn't need Guti Agwazi to do something good, you know. So growing up and looking at the woman that she was, I grew up and those things I actually even use it now in the workplace, in, you know, amongst friends, or even just in general, you know.
I can imagine.
When I have to lend a helping hand, you know, when I have to do something nice for someone else, they can't even repay it back, if I could say. Not that you do things because you're expecting something in return.
Yes, that's
but
correct.
Oma taught me that, when you do something, you don't do it because you're expecting something in return, you know. And those are life lessons that I've carried with me. And I see even at work, like I said, like at work, you meet people from different walks of life, young and old, who live in the suburbs and who live, you know,
different personalities.
Exactly, different personalities. And I learned to interact with those people through how I saw my mom engage with people and that she raised us, you know. So it's those things that influence impilo yami kakhulu, and I'll always be grateful to her, like for managing to raise all of us ekhaya and us fundise those different things that would need to take with us. You know, when the Bible says raise a child in a way, in a manner that they'll grow and be theirs, she did that.
Oh, wow. So shout out to the momsy and wow.
May her soul rest in peace.
May her soul rest in peace. Wow. She did such a great job. I'm sure she's going to be proud wherever she is right now. I know she's in heaven, because if you have done something so great like this, the only place you deserve is to be at the bosom of the Lord. So I pray may our soul continue to rest in peace. And thank you so much for giving us such an amazing person, an amazing mind like this to share knowledge with. So it's so amazing. And yes, that was so touching.
Okay, yeah,
guys.
that is I said I don't want to cry, so I don't want to do my makeup.
Yeah, you look too good to have the makeup run. Yo, all right. So do you want to take a breather, or we should keep going? Yeah, water break.
Just drink water.
Yes, water break. We need water from that. And guys, from what she has just mentioned, like the way the mother was able to handle things, this just tells us that the mother they take such a very important role in the life of how children are raised in this world here. So shout out to all the mothers out there. And this is your flower, while you all can still have it. I wish I can actually give you all literal flowers, but yeah, my heart is just pouring out blessings onto all the mothers. So moving on, are you ready for the second question?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, let's go for this next round. How was that?
It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope the next one is like
easier.
A light, fun question.
Okay, don't worry. Everything is fun. Everything is light. So let's go.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay.
It's a purple. Okay.
It's a purple.
Yeah.
These days, purple is kind of like my favorite color. I don't know how, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know, right? And there was this trivia with the color couple these days.
I know. So this one says, if I could relive one day, which would it be? Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. It's a tough one. Because I think there's too many days I would want to relive.
All right. How about from all those?
No, it's fine. I just need to pick one.
Okay. Yeah. Take your time.
Okay. Wow. I think it would be the birth of my first child.
Oh. Okay. Tell us more.
So, I was very young, as I've said earlier on. But when I actually heard her first cry, I was proud of myself. Ukuthi, I actually brought her life. Like, I carried her for 9 months. And then, yes, the journey wasn't easy or desirable at that time. But when she was there, there was a person, obizwa ngegama lam, a person who's going to be there hopefully for the rest of my life or all my life, that I have to take care of, that I have to nurture, that was going to grow, and I have to teach her things. It was an overwhelming moment, but it was one of the best days of my life, because from that day onwards, I had to assume a responsibility. There's a person I have to be responsible for.
Yes.
But just looking at her, when the nurses bring the child to you, that cute little smile.
Oh, yes.
Teethless smile, those tiny hands, tiny feet. It brings you that joy and that peace that I don't know how to explain it. But as a female, as a woman, it's one of the moments, I think most women would relate to this. It's just a moment that sometimes you can't even describe it. It's just, some of us cry, we literally break down, and because you don't believe it. I mean, like, this person who was in your tummy kicking and doing things, they're actually here, they're alive, they're breathing. So it's a golden moment. And yeah, I should take me back to that day just to experience Leoma feelings, experience that golden moment again. It's something I'd love to experience again and again. But yeah, actually I did experience it again because I'm a mother of more than one.
Oh, yes. So, oh, wow. You see, guys, this is what I'm just saying. Like, she's doing so well. Like, she's handling something so well. And she mentioned earlier, I would just like for us to, from here today, one thing I want us to take mostly is not just the glamour that we see outside. You need to make sure whenever you see a success, they are always turned under the garments. That is, there are always things people have went through in life in order to have those beautiful smile coming in there. So when you admire the success of someone, please try to also admire the stages, what they've went through.
Yep.
In order to be where they are now. So when you have that jealousy in your mind, just remind yourself that, this person didn't just make it today. They've been through things in the past that they might not be sharing out there, but definitely there are some things under there that they've been through. So with that said, please appreciate everyone that you see that are successful today. Please do. And moving on again, thank you so much for that beautiful moment that you just shared. That must have been amazing, I'm sure, because bringing a baby to life, carrying and those little feet, the way you describe them, I feel like I was there. I feel like I was there to be joyful
good
with you.
storyteller.
No, I feel like if I could be like I don't know what they call the male people that deliver kids, but if I was that one, I feel like I was going to be like hyping you one way that day there. But amazing, moving forward. So we don't waste so much of our time. So let's go. Let me juggle it together now. I feel like...
Do you want to pick and give it to me this time?
All right. I don't even know what questions to listen.
Color or whatever.
What color do I like?
Okay.
Orange, our color. That's nice, yeah.
Okay.
It's not on set, but yeah, orange is our color.
Way.
I was...
Okay.
Okay, wait, before you even read it. From 1 to 10, read that question.
From?
1 to 10, read the question. 1 being good, 10 being...
It's good.
It's good.
9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, why am I laughing?
Yeah.
Okay, let me be serious. Okay, I mean, so
yeah, it's
don't
good.
mind
It's
me.
good. I like the energy.
So this one says, what's a mistake that taught me? So it's a mistake that taught me more than success.
Oh, yeah. I like that one. I like that.
Guys. So, did I do a mistake? I'm sure I've done a lot of mistakes. Sure. Okay, I didn't expect this one. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I know, right? Got you good.
Ha 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 ha. How do I approach this one? The thing is, angifuni ukuthi into was a mistake kanti. Maybe I just ngayenza just because angicabanganga kahle or ngayenza impulsively, but I still learned from it. I think I got two things in my mind, but I want to share one of them, not
Okay.
both.
Not both, okay.
Maybe it was choosing. It wasn't a mistake per se, it was by choice, but it has taught me a lot. Maybe choosing to I'm not gonna say start, maybe I'm gonna say extend. Okay. Cut.
Okay.
Cut. Not sure if I wanna. Can we? Okay.
You want to skip the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to share this, but I don't think I'm ready to share.
All right, no problem. We can always come back to that. Let's go for another one.
Yeah.
Or rather, would you rather just let me rephrase the question? How about we say, what is the moment or an action that you take? It doesn't have to be a mistake that actually taught you more than how you would say a success has taught you a lesson. So it could be like a situation or a decision that you made at a particular point in time. And then you're like, you know what? Actually, though things might not actually turn out the way I expected, but I learned a lot more than actually when things do work out when I make other decisions.
Okay. A decision that I that I took, and I probably think it didn't turn out. Maybe I think it didn't turn out as bad as I thought it would.
Oh, yes.
So in my workspace,
Yes.
after you do your medical school years, then you do internship for 2 years, then it's ComServe for 1 year.
Oh, okay.
After ComServe, you actually then, because you get a certificate from HPCSA that says you are an independent medical practitioner,
Okay.
you can choose to leave the public sector and go the private route.
Yes.
For me, I decided, it's okay, I'm going to stay in the private sector. No, in the public sector,
In the public
actually.
sector, okay.
For a couple of reasons. One being, when I chose medicine, I chose it because I want to serve people from communities are similar to the communities that I come from.
Okay.
You know, people where some of them seeing a doctor is like a luxury. So if I'm in the public health sector, then I'm able to reach those communities because either because I'm working in the hospital or I go to a clinic, you know. But sometimes, not that I regret it, but I'm like, if I had just chose early to just leave the public sector and go the private routes,
yes,
I'd have more freedom to do ezinye that I can't do now in terms of the working hours that I work, in terms of the workload that I have, in terms of having to not have enough time with my family because I'm at work. Whereas I believe if I had maybe left a bit earlier and went the private routes, I'd probably have more time to myself.
More freedom.
More freedom, yeah. And so sometimes I do think of that and I'm like, okay, maybe it was not, I can still decide now, but it's been more than 5-7 years later. I would have like, you know, so I always think of that. But with that being said, being where I am still gives me so much joy and pleasure. I think I mentioned this earlier on. I do believe ukuthi medicine is a calling. So it's a calling for me. So when I get to meet, maybe when I go, so in where I work, in family medicine, so sometimes I'm not in the hospital. We go to the communities in the clinics that are out of the hospital. Some rural areas, some areas where if you look where the clinic is and where the hospital is, it's quite far for some people to go there. Well, manje it's better, but 2 years back, I used to cross the rivers and bridges and to get to communities for us to service them as a doctor, you know, where if they didn't have money to actually go and see a doctor, so they actually appreciate that we bring the services to them. So with me deciding to stay in the public sector or going to the private sector, I think it gives me joy kanjalo when I actually go to those communities and they actually appreciate, it's okay, today it's the doctor's day, you're going to see a doctor. Then kunigeza that fulfillment, what I decided is actually a good thing, sometimes we bring hope to people. When we're there in that place, they like, a doctor's here today. They overjoyed, they happy, some of them, you're seeing this young girl and thinking, she's a doctor. They're so happy because they have hope. Even their young children, they can grow up and fulfill their dreams and be doctors as well. They can grow up and be engineers. They can grow up like it. In communities that are maybe at disadvantage, to say even there's a young girl who she aspired. She chose a career and she's achieved it. So it does give me that fulfillment. So I don't regret it as much as I do think okay, I wish I could just go on a vacation or I'm not going to get leave for so many days. If I was my own boss, I could work things around.
Just like, hey, you undo this.
Yes. Those moments do come, but I still appreciate being where I am. And yes, I think eventually at some point I will leave the public sector and probably just go private. But I think at that time it would be at a point where I feel I've served my purpose. Now it's time to maybe to grow and do something as okulisa my career and myself as well.
That's actually a very good way to look at career as well, especially when you are in this line of work here. All most people see sometimes it's just your service. What about the person rendering the service as well? What about their life? And also, like, even for me personally, I can actually, I can see what you're saying because my blood sister, the sister I'm immediate to, she's a nurse as well. She's a professional nurse in the UK. So they work like hectic hours. Like she will go and then the husband is gonna have to cover for her. So it's just so much. So with that alone, I can actually tell now a doctor. So that's actually a whole different level of importance. And also, even I even think sometimes that how do you even handle this here? Because literally people's life depends on decisions that you make sometimes. Because literally they will bring some cases to you, whereas those cases are so life-threatening, and then you have to make some immediate calls there. Any sign of overwhelm, and then if you lose your cool there, you can just make your own call, and then that's just it for the person. So how do you even handle this kind of situation?
I think it's just believing in myself and believing what the decision I'm going to take. I'm not just doing for me, I'm doing it for the patient in front of me, for their family, for their friends. It's having that confidence and just trusting yourself. You have this in yourself. Like there's moments where okay, Thandek, you can do this, you've got this, this life depends on you. Angizenzeli mina or someone, or maybe for my HOD to say you did a good job, but for this person to improve their quality of life, to wake up from this bed and say, you know what, there's someone who took a decision, who did something instantly that helped me. So it's always just to try and have little confidence. Ukuthi you at the right place, at the right time, and you're gonna make the right decision.
No space for self-doubt at all whatsoever.
Nothing. It's either you do it 100% or it's a 0. At 100, the
nothing.
person lives. At 0, the person dies.
Yo,
So I'm not saying we as health professionals or as doctors, we don't make mistakes or we
yes,
shouldn't.
no one is perfect.
Yes, but when you understand, Uguti, if you decide to act 1 minute later, that minute can cost someone's life.
Yes.
If you decide not to give your best at that moment, low best or to zone years later could cost someone, cost someone their mom. Someone could lose their mom. Someone could lose their son. So
there might be no time
it's just
for
to
later.
always ubenale your confidence nokuzethemba ukuthi you got this. You are there at that
for a
moment
reason.
for a reason. Don't feel like ukuthi I have to call someone else. Yes, you obviously you will need help, but if help is still coming, you don't sit and wait and say mina ngeke ngenze lutho. You just have to trust ukuthi you are there in that moment and you have to do something because you are the trusted one which you'll be able to handle it.
Yes, you are the trusted and the chosen one at
Yep.
that particular
At that
moment.
particular moment.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, I think we've shared a lot. So just
One
to
more question.
round it off, let's do one more. Just one more question, and then we have so much interesting questions here, but yeah, we can't do all. So let's do one more. Do you want to choose this yourself?
Yeah, let me choose. What colors did I have? I had purple, I had orange, I had, I see a color that I am not used to, so let me see.
Yeah. I don't even know what the color is.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
How's that?
Kinds of questions.
Yo.
Hi, Bo. Okay. This reads as, which risk do I wish I had taken sooner? Life is about taking risks.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't know if it's going to work out or not. But also, if you don't take the risk, you'll never know how things would have turned out. Which risk I wish I'd have taken sooner? I think I've mentioned this, or did I? I kind of, yeah, I think I did,
Yeah, I think you did.
indirectly or directly, but I think it's a risk I should have taken sooner. I don't know should I say it's a risk? Yes, it was a risk.
Okay, actually, to even lift the atmosphere a little bit, I think you've answered that question already.
I did.
Okay, not to waste questions. Let's just go for another
Yeah,
one.
let's go for another
Let's go
one.
for another
Because ngizophinda into eyodwa futhi.
Yeah. Hey.
I love this one.
Okay. The first one you love so far. Okay.
Because you know why I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
you understand why I love it. It says that if my life had a soundtrack to
Okay.
I haven't even finished reading
I
my
think I know what the answer is gonna be. Okay, not the specific one, but I think I know where the answer is gonna come from. That's how much I know her now.
because you've been stalking my social media.
Yeah, not
Okay, so
literal
it
stuff.
says you weren't stalking me, you're just trying to get to know me better.
Yeah.
It says that if my life had a soundtrack today,
Yes.
what song? It's thank you. The song is in Zulu. It's actually I should have worn the t-shirt with that.
It's got a T as well.
Yeah, I got a t-shirt written that. It definitely would be a song from Unontokozo Mkhize.
Oh yeah, the one and only. Our favorite.
She's got a lot of songs that I love, but Uyama Nomuntu.
Yeah, Malomuntu.
Yes. It goes like, okay, I can't sing, so I'm not gonna sing. I'm just gonna say the lyrics, but it goes like, wavula indlela, kwahambeka, uyama nomuntu, uJesu. Basically, like the Lord made the way.
Yeah.
And now I can pass through. So it's like I've got a testimony or a story to actually say that I know that God stands by a person. This explains my life now, my life a couple of years back, and I'm sure in the future I'll still look back and say, I know that God was on my side. There's a lot of things, personally, I know I would not have done them just by my own understanding and my own power, that I know that God definitely showed up for me here. I'm like, God made a way when... Oh, ithemba liyaphela endleleni. You know, I spoke about hope earlier on to say it's important to be hopeful. But trust me, there's days where you're like, I just don't want to wake up because like why do I still have to wake up and go through the same? But God just shows up, you know. And when God shows up, he shows off.
Yes,
and he's never too late or never too early.
No, never is never.
He's always right on time. Even though when you feel like this should have happened sooner, you know, God should have answered my prayer sooner. Why did he wait until later? But it is in that moment. Actually, I have this bracelet. It's got a verse written on it. You won't see it.
Okay.
But it's 2 Corinthians 12:9.
Oh, yes.
Which says, my grace is sufficient for you.
Yes.
It's a verse I live by because honestly, there's times where you ask God, God, you should have done this sooner. You should have done this, you know, at this time, at that point. But I feel like, God is always going to say, my grace is sufficient for you. I'm going to give you the grace that now you're not going to understand where it came from. Grace to smile when you're thinking of crying. Grace to still remain hopeful even when the situation is saying otherwise.
Yes.
Grace to think, I'm going to be able to raise these kids even when you think, Haibo, I'm too young. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Grace to say you're going to be the best doctor there ever was. There are people who will be grateful. Bafika in the hospital and they met me.
They met you.
I mean, all our colleagues, we do a wonderful job, but it hits different when you've got that grace from God that just shines upon you. You just stand out just because you just smile and the person is like, I'm so glad. You know, after the consultation, when someone says, I'm so glad I came through this consulting room today. It's that kind of grace. Sometimes I don't have to do much. I just need to, you know, listen to that old gogo, listen to that young person who wants to say something and at the end of the day, they're like, thank you.
Wow.
So I know God's grace. I've seen it. And I think that's why I always try and also pass it on to other people, you know, because you just never know. Sometimes you just need someone who's going to wave at you and smile just to brighten your day. To like, oh, no, you know what? I just saw someone who just waved at me and smiled. Another day.
Exactly.
So for me, definitely, we are because God definitely stands by you.
Wow.
I've seen him in my life.
Yeah, wow. It's amazing that you even mentioned that, because even looking at life, the life that we'll live these days here, because this current life we are in now, it's totally different from what life used to be. Because now people walk around with different things going through their mind, going through their... You might literally walk past someone and the person is thinking of going to go commit suicide. Now imagine what just a wave and a smile could do to such a person. Maybe what the person is going through is just being too neglected, that she's feeling too overwhelmed.
Definitely.
Yeah, but in that particular chaotic moment, your smile could just be what just brightens them and just like, you know what, actually, I think there's something I have to live for. And then from there, you just heal the person without even you knowing. So being good doesn't have to cost us anything.
It doesn't have to be expensive.
Exactly.
You don't have to go and buy that big gift. You don't have to go and, you know, actually give a person like something materialistic. Being a good person doesn't cost a thing. You know, listening to someone or even a stranger, you know, sometimes you get into a taxi or a bus or a train and you sit next to a person and you ask them, how are you? And they start telling you something you didn't even expect. And for you to listen, you don't even have the best advice to give them at that time.
Yes.
But I think they appreciated it. Someone actually asked how I am. Someone cared to know how am I doing today. And that can give hope to a person.
It's true.
So being a good person shouldn't be expensive.
And it's true.
And I think it's something that, like you say, we go through a lot. There's so many chaotic moments that go through our minds because of family, because of work, because of a lot of personal issues that we go through. In the midst of that chaos, just be someone's calm.
Oof, wow. That's amazing that you shared that. I don't want us to drag this in because we can talk forever on this particular topic here. And it's so amazing having you here. And thank you so much, Dr. Thandeka, for being here with us. So from this whole conversation that we've had here, that we've discussed, like from everything that we've talked about. So I just have one particular question that I prepare here for you. So from everything that we have discussed so far, that we've talked about, do you think chaos changed us? Or just brings out what we really are?
Yes, it does change us. But like we said earlier on, I think at the beginning of our conversation, we see chaos is not always negative. We can learn something from those overwhelming moments, from those stressful situations where it actually tests your power, where it actually shows you how capable you are. So if you ever in a chaotic situation and you come out of it, I hope you come out being a better person, being, having learned something from it, having been, like that gold or diamond that went through labor and hardship, but here Puma shining. I hope it's not a situation or a chaotic moment where you're going to come out and resent life and resent why am I still alive? I should have perished with the situation. So for me, I just hope, because when you come out, you hopeful and you are wiser. You able to say, okay, I'm going to look at life in a more brighter way. I'm going to be more positive. I'm going to be more optimistic. I'm going to be more hopeful. So, I hope when the change comes, or when you're dealing with chaotic situations, it's positive change. It's change that builds you and not change that destroys you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Thandeka, for sharing this here. And maybe that's the thing about perspective. Sometimes not really about having all the answers with you. It's just about being able to sit with the question and being able to look at it from different perspectives.
Yes.
And thank you so much for all you have shared. Thank you for being with us today. It's so amazing. It's so educational. It's so, I don't know what word to use for it. I could say perspectualize before I even say something that's going to put me in trouble. No, it's so amazing having you here with us. Thank you so much. You look amazing, and I hope you have the best of day to come, and in your career, everything else you'll be doing, I pray will be in Pumelelo in Jesus' name. Amen. And the grace that you see in your life, may it never dims, may it continue to shine, and may the Lord continue to be with you as you help others. And everyone, thank you so much for being with us. And this is us connecting the dots with Dr. Thandeka Ngcobo. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next episode. Have a good day.